Scamming the elderly. Welcome to Thai Local Tales, the podcast that takes you on a journey through Thailand's legends, folklore, and the lesser-known stories of its history. I'm Captain Piroj, your guide on this adventure. So sit back, relax, and let's begin today's story. Now let's talk about karma and retribution. Your grandmother told you that back then, there was an old woman in her village who was quite illiterate named Grandma Eiam. Grandma Eiam sold her rice paddies because she had no children or grandchildren to inherit them. She was very old and couldn't work much anymore, so she sold almost 10 rai of land. After selling it, she didn't dare keep the money at home because her house was just a small hut. She couldn't hide it anywhere for fear of thieves strangling her. So she had to deposit the money with someone she trusted. Back then, not everyone deposited money in banks. People relied on someone they could trust, and Grandma Eiam trusted Mr. Fuen. Mr. Fuen was a good man in the village. Everyone considered him an exceptionally good person. He didn't drink alcohol or smoke cigarettes, was very charitable, went to the temple every Buddhist holiday, and helped with temple work when he had free time. He was also very close to the Abbot. Mr. Fuen had no children. He lived with his wife, just the two of them. Their family was quite well off, owning dozens of acres of rice fields. They had more than enough money, donated to the Katina ceremony every year, and harvested dozens of cartloads of rice annually. When they sold the rice at a good price, they had even more money. Mr. Fuen was a very trusted person in the village. Anyone in trouble would go to him for advice and help. Grandma Eiam trusted Fuen too, so she entrusted him with the money she earned from selling her rice fields, gradually withdrawing it to use. She told Mr. Fuen that if she died before the money ran out, he wanted the money to cover her funeral expenses and any remaining funds to be donated to the temple. Mr. Fuen promised confidently, saying, "Don't worry, I'll take care of everything. You can rest assured." Grandma Eiam continued withdrawing money from him for over a year. One day, she went to see Mr. Fuen to withdraw money as usual. Mr. Fuen told her that the money she had deposited with him was all gone, there was none left. Grandma Eiam was shocked, wondering how such a large sum of money could be gone. An argument ensued. Mr. Fuen insisted the money was gone, but Grandma Eiam said she had only withdrawn a few baht at a time, so how could it be gone so quickly? Grandma Eiam, disappointed and, without getting her money back, stumbled home. She told everyone she met, but no one believed Mr. Fuen had cheated her. They all said Grandma Eiam was probably forgetful, having withdrawn and spent the money without remembering. Grandma Eiam didn't know who to turn to, because the villagers didn't believe her, thinking she was poor and senile. Even the village headman didn't believe her. No one could help her. She said she had entrusted a large sum of money from selling her rice field to Mr. Fuen, but he insisted she had only deposited a few baht. It turned out there were no witnesses, because Grandma Eiam hadn't told anyone when she deposited the money, fearing it would be stolen or robbed. Grandma told Mr. Vinay about it, saying Grandma Eiam was very upset and no one believed her. She had no one to help her. Grandma Eiam didn't know how to force Mr. Fuen to pay her, so she came to his house every day to demand the money. At first, Mr. Fuen spoke to her nicely, but eventually his wife told her to leave, and later even started cursing at her because she was fed up. Grandma Eiam went to demand the money every single day. In front of Mr. Fuen's house, there was a shelter for passers-by to rest in, and Grandma Eiam set up camp there, bringing her bedding and sleeping arrangements. No matter how much Mr. Fuen's wife cursed or chased her away, she refused to leave. Grandma Eiam was so stubborn that Mr. Fuen was at a loss. He didn't know what to do. Grandma Eiam declared that she wouldn't leave until Mr. Fuen returned all the remaining money. She asked, "Where am I supposed to get that much money? I've already given it all to you," Mr. Fuen insisted. The villagers said that Grandma Eiam was senile, so old and confused that she couldn't remember where she'd hidden the remaining money. She'd probably hid it somewhere and couldn't recall where, so they were falsely accusing her of stealing it. They were saying that Mr. Fuen was a good man and wouldn't cheat Grandma Eiam. Mr. Fuen tried to persuade her to go home, asking why she was sleeping at the pavilion, which was inconvenient. Grandma Eiam held out her hand and said, "Give me the money back, and I'll leave." "I've already given it all to you," he insisted. "Not all of it is gone." Grandma Eiam challenged him to swear an oath, but Mr. Fuen said, "Why should I swear? An innocent person doesn't need to swear. I've never cheated anyone. I've always been honest and helped people." The villagers realized Grandma Eiam was going crazy. She was clearly distressed, stressed, and resentful. She couldn't eat or sleep. One day, she said that if Mr. Fuen didn't return the money, she would starve to death. Mr. Fuen ignored her. A day or two passed, and Grandma Eiam started to get worse. The villagers brought her food, but she refused to eat. In the end, Grandma Eiam collapsed and died at the pavilion. The villagers gathered to look at her body and sighed deeply, feeling sorry for Grandma Eiam and wondering why she had to die like this. When Grandma Eiam died, Mr. Fuen took care of the funeral arrangements, arranging for the body to be taken to the temple, and even sponsored the funeral prayers for one night. The following evening, Grandma Eiam's body was cremated. The villagers praised Mr. Fuen for his kindness and generosity, saying he didn't hold a grudge against Grandma Eiam for slandering him. Mr. Fuen said it was all right, he didn't mind. Old people are forgetful, it's normal. After Grandma Eiam's funeral, Mr. Fuen took care of her house and the land on which it was built. It wasn't Grandma Eiam's land, it belonged to someone else. When Grandma Eiam's house was demolished, nothing was left intact except for some usable wood. Mr. Fuen donated this wood to the temple so Grandma Eiam could receive some merit. Grandma Eiam's spirit then appeared in the abbot's dreams for 3 nights, accusing Mr. Fuen of embezzling money. The abbot was uneasy and called Mr. Fuen to talk. Mr. Fuen insisted he would never embezzle money from an old woman, and that no one would ever embezzle money, as they already have plenty, and he has no children, so why would he be greedy? It's pointless. Grandma told Mr. Winai that no one really knows the truth of this story. But as for Mr. Fuen, 3 years after that incident, he became frequently ill, weak, and unwell. He would be sick for 3 days, then 4, and complained to his wife that he suspected he wouldn't live long. One day, he went to talk to the abbot at the temple and mentioned his illness. This prompted the abbot to ask what bad karma he had accumulated. Mr. Fuen was stunned, but said he hadn't done anything wrong. The abbot replied, "Perhaps it's karma from a past life." He didn't know which life it was, but one day, Mr. Fuen refused to stay in the house and started sleeping in the pavilion in front of the house. He said it was too hot inside, like fire, and he couldn't sleep. He said it was cool and comfortable in the pavilion. Later, he started saying that his home was in the pavilion, not the other house. He said the other house belonged to someone else. His wife didn't know what to do. She tried to take him back home, but he kept running away. Eventually, he would sit and talk to himself, and his wife would secretly listen to who he was talking to. Late at night, I found myself talking to Grandma Eiam. I knew I was talking to Grandma Eiam because her name had been mentioned many times before. Oh, I can't remember. "Eiam, how much money did you deposit with me? I thought I returned it all to you. I don't want any of yours. Or did I? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. Don't ask me for it anymore. I can't remember anything." One day, Fuen went into the house, took out some money, and sat counting it at the pavilion. People saw him. His wife saw it too and exclaimed, "Wow, I've never seen so much money before." She asked him where he got so much, but he glared at her. "Get away, don't bother me, this is the money." He quickly gathered the money and stuffed it into a white cloth bag. Then she asked, "Whose money is this? When did you get this?" He retorted, "Don't ask, don't bother me." He seemed distrustful of everyone, so he quickly hid the money and ran back into the house. His wife followed him. She found him hiding in a room inside the house, in a corner behind a storage cabinet. He was acting suspiciously, wary of danger. She called for him to come out, but he wouldn't, so she hid so he wouldn't see her. She secretly watched him. He eventually came out and went back to the pavilion. He sat there resting, and then suddenly went back into the house. He hid the bag of money in a small hole in a pillar of the house, covered with a wooden panel, and then went back to sit at the pavilion again. The abbot learned about this from the villagers who told him. He was very worried, so he went to see Fuen at the pavilion and talked to him. He told Fuen to compose himself and tell the truth. The villagers heard the news and rushed to listen. It turned out that Fuen admitted that the money belonged to Grandma Eiam. He then burst into tears, regaining his composure, and confessed that greed had overwhelmed him, causing him to lose control for a moment. He begged the villagers for forgiveness and promised not to do it again. He then donated Grandma Eiam's money to the temple, making merit and offering prayers for Grandma Eiam's spirit. But even after doing so, it seems karma hasn't forgiven him. He remains ill, sometimes disoriented, sometimes conscious, sometimes forgetful. This has been happening constantly. When he has an episode of delirium, he goes to lie down at the pavilion and talks to Grandma Eiam. Grandma says this is karma for cheating an old woman out of her money. Ah, what a sin. That's another story about karma and merit that we shared with you. Thank you for listening to Thai Local Tales. I'm Captain Piroj. Until our next journey together, take care, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next episode.